What is a most perfect magic square? Imagine a puzzle where every row, column, and diagonal adds up to the same number, and even tiny blocks within the square follow this rule. That's what makes a most perfect magic square so fascinating. It's a special kind of magic square with strict rules that make it stand out. You start with numbers from 1 up to the square of the size, or the number of rows times the number of columns. For example, in a 4x4 square, you use numbers from 1 to 16. The goal is to arrange these numbers so that every row, every column, and both main diagonals all add up to the same total, called the magic constant. But a most perfect magic square does more than that. It also makes sure that every 2x2 block inside the square adds up to the same number. In a 4x4 square, each of these little blocks sums to 34, which is twice the magic constant divided by the size of the square. Another interesting feature is that pairs of numbers placed diagonally opposite each other always add up to the same total, which is the sum of the smallest and largest numbers in the square. For a 4x4 square, that is 1 plus 16, which equals 17. These squares are usually only made in sizes that are multiples of 4, like 4 or 12. They are part of a larger group called panmagic or pandiagonal magic squares, where even broken diagonals sum to the magic constant. From a pattern perspective, these squares are like perfect puzzles because they combine symmetry and addition in a very organized way. Mathematicians have studied how many different most perfect magic squares can exist, especially as the size gets bigger. They are used in math puzzles, art, and even in designing patterns because of their beautiful balance. In short, a most perfect magic square is a puzzle that follows very strict rules, making it a stunning example of how numbers can be arranged in perfect harmony.